The Bucket Band has been outside rehearsing and practicing. If you went to our talent show, you noticed them there. We're going to just have them kick this off a little bit. This is totally improvisational, and every time we do this, it is different. They have no idea what I'm going to do next. So, we're going to start this off with the Parker Bucket Band. How about a hand for our soloists, Abhi and Neil and Anas? The Parker Bucket Band.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. How about one more big round of applause for the Bucket Band? That was pretty cool, right? Nice job. It was a lot of fun. So before we kick off tonight's program, I'd just like to take a moment to give everybody a quick reminder. Please make sure your cell phones are off, or at least on vibrate. And if you have to make or take a call during the show, you do that in the lobby so you don't disturb our musicians tonight. And also take a moment to recognize where the exits are in the event of an emergency, to the left and right, and then out in the back of the auditorium where you came in. So with that, I'd like to point out two things. Number one, we did in fact coordinate our blue outfits tonight. This is not coincidental. And number two, this is Christy Whittlesey. She's the department coordinator for Fine and Performing Arts, and she's going to tell you a little bit about the program.
So, thank you. A lot of work goes into a concert like this because there are so many different ensembles, different grade levels, so many awesome musicians. So I just want, before we begin, to give a shout out to all of the teachers who work with the band ensembles at Parker. Obviously, Mr. Linster, also Mr. Sexauer, Ms. Slocum, and Ms. Diano. Please give them a big round of applause. A couple other quick thank yous before we get started. First, you'll see that there are several cameras set up around the auditorium. This is so that Chelmsford Telemedia can take an amazing recording for you to watch and share with family after the concert this evening. So thank you, Chelmsford Telemedia. Thank you to Chelmsford Friends of Music. They're set up in the lobby. They don't just sell candy for events. This is a really great parent organization. They support our students from elementary all the way up through high school, whether they're participating in festivals, going to music camp, going to college, and many things in between. If you have any free time to help with this parent organization, they really need some extra help. So please don't be shy. Let me know, or please say something as you're leaving this evening at the table. All right, one more thank you. This is really important. Families, you are awesome in Chelmsford. We're really, really lucky that we have such supportive families who help our students with their musical endeavors, take them to lessons, rehearsals, buy them reeds and books. If you have a program, you'll see that this is the 6th year that Chelmsford has been designated a best community for music education, one of 4% of districts in the United States. That's not just because we have these dedicated students and this really dynamic faculty and supportive administration, but also because we have community support from you. So thank you so much for everything you do. And at this point, I'm going to turn it over to the Parker Jazz Band under the direction of Mr. Linster.
Featuring Kate on a clarinet solo. And we had Dan on a piano solo as well. I'd now like to bring up 8th grader extraordinaire to do a featured solo on a song called The Call by Doug Beach. We actually played the song at our townwide jazz night back in April. We've been working on it since then. It's even a little more tight and better than it was at that night. So we'd like to feature Dan Schiefen on The Call by Doug Beach. Dan Schiefen on the trombone solo. Stay right there. I'm not running away. I have something for Dan. Oh, I got it. Every year I like to award some people some different superlatives and things like that. It's very hard because we have a wonderful 8th grade class. But Dan has stood out amongst the band program, not just as a musician, as you've just heard, but as a transformative figure in the culture of the band. He is someone who is going to be missed greatly for his smile and his presence in the band program, and he's going to be missed for his hands to be able to help out with stuff. He played with the bucket band tonight. He's played with the high school band here. He played as the principal trombone player in the Northeast Junior District groups. It's just been an honor working with him, so I'd like to present a Director's Award for Band for the 2018 school year to Dan Schiefen. We're going to get started with the 5th grade band now. There we go. I said I would keep the talking to a minimum. This song actually involves talking. On stage with us, we have Dan, and we have Sam, and we have Marcos. We're going to now put on our version of a baseball game for you. This is a song called Batter Up. Listen for the crack of the bat, and listen for the roar of the crowd, and listen to our announcers as we go through this.
Good afternoon, baseball fans. We're broadcasting live from the old ballpark where your hometown Batterheads are being beaten like a drum by the visiting Mallets. The Batterheads are down to their last out, trailing 3-0. This is the Mallets pitcher, Bobby Beethoven's 9th inning of work. Stepping up to the plates for the Batterheads is the right fielder, Rusty Reed. Here's the windup.
It's a sharp single to left, and the runner is on first. Now up, the catcher, Buzz and Balk, the mouthpiece for the Batterheads. Here's the windup.
It's a sharp line drive to the right. The Batterheads now are runners on first and second with the sweet tone horn man of Elkhart, Indiana, coming to the plate. And here's the windup.
It's a hard shot off the lip middle for the natural lefty. The bases are loaded for the cleanup hitter, Babe Ruthless, and the Batterhead fans are trilling with excitement. Here's the windup.
Beethoven's first pitch was a classic. Strike one.
Beethoven's first pitch, Beethoven's second, and it's strike two. Beethoven's third will be heroic if it's a strike.
Swing, and it's a high fly ball. Way back there, higher and farther, and it's out of here, a home run.
And that's the winner. This one belongs to the Batterheads.
the Parker 5th grade band with a special guest from the 8th grade band on flute. 5th graders, before I send them off the stage, I would like to thank all of you parents in the 5th grade for dealing with all the instrument switching this past winter of getting kids onto French horns and alto saxes and tenor saxes and percussion. I do need to call attention to one of our percussionists whose birthday is today. Will, our bass drummer for the last song, it's his birthday today. So happy birthday, Will. Okay. I think we've got the 6th graders settled in here. We're just about settled in here. This is the 6th grade band. We have 4 songs for you this evening. Our first song is Annie McGinty's Atlantis. Our second song is Rippling Watercolors by Brian Balmages. Our third piece tonight is Barnum and Bailey's Favorite March, arranged by Jerry Brubaker. It was a Carl King piece. And our final piece is the theme for The Incredibles. It's arranged by Johnny Vincent, and it's by Michael Giacoso. 6th grade band just got back last Friday. They went out to the Great East Music Festival, where they earned a gold medal for their performance on the first 2 songs you're going to hear tonight. I have to stall for just a moment while our trumpet section does a bit of ballet back there. They have to switch their sections so the firsts are with the firsts and the seconds are with the seconds. If you've been reading your emails from me recently, you'll notice that we've been invited to perform this summer on July 17th with the Chelmsford Community Band. Chelmsford Community Band is made up of adult musicians from the Chelmsford area. They play every Tuesday night on the Common, with their first performance being July 3rd at the July 3rd celebration. On the 17th, they're looking for as many members of the Parker Middle School Band, grades 5 through 8, to get together and play a greatest hits selection of our songs that we've done this year. They'll help populate our ranks with any adults that they have that need to fill in any parts. The schedule for rehearsals, we'll have a rehearsal on the 19th of June, and there will be one on the 11th of July. Keep your eyes out on your emails, and you'll have all those different times and places for all of that stuff. So I hope we can have a big representation of the band there. Our next song is Rippling Watercolors by Brian Balmages. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge the help that we've had from Mrs. Tiano with this group. She works with the woodwind section in the mornings with us a couple days a week. So I don't know where she's disappeared to at the moment, but there she is. Thank you so much for all your help, Mrs. Tiano. We have one last song to play for the sixth graders. This is the theme for The Incredibles. The Parker sixth grade band, the sixth grade band of the Parker Middle School. The 8th grade band is up here on the stage. We already heard from one of our Directors Awards winners tonight, and I'd like to take a second to acknowledge a second person. We have 2 worthy recipients this year, 2 wonderful musicians. Actually, there's like 60 wonderful musicians up here who I will miss terribly, and I don't just... Thanks, Tommy. I actually say that from my heart. I really have enjoyed my time with these guys. They've been through a lot, and we had a nice chat today about just all that we've done and all we've accomplished this year and what we've been working towards. A second Directors Award winner, Kate Mason. You may have noticed tonight she's actually on her 4th instrument for the evening. She started off her evening playing the bucket with the bucket band. Then she played saxophone and clarinet with the jazz band. Now she played flute with the 5th graders, and now she's about to play clarinet again for the 8th grade band. She has been another transformative figure in the culture of the band. She's performed with the Chelmsford All-Town Wind Ensemble, the Northeast Junior District Ensembles. She's been studying privately, taking private lessons. She's basically been in and kept the band room clean for the last 2 years, and that's no small feat with 200 kids going through there a day. So I'd like to bring up Kate Mason to the front here. Kate, thank you so much. It's not much, but it's all I can give you. It's been awesome having you in the band. So we're going to get started. Conducting our last song, the 1812 Overture, and the first song here for the 8th grade band, a song called Junk Funk by Kevin Mixon. We've gotten on a little bit of a bucket kick this year, so we've got the 8th graders up here doing another bucket piece. It's going to be Mrs. Slocum. Mrs. Slocum has been working with the 7th and 8th grade band for the last couple years. She's going to take us through Junk Funk. Then we're going to play Appalachian Morning by Robert Sheldon. And we're going to finish off our evening of music with The Tempest by Robert Smith. So this is Junk Funk by Kevin Mixon. It struck me as I was standing backstage listening to these guys play, I was thinking back to their very, very first concert back at the Parker Middle School when they did their demonstration concert for you, and we had no French horns and we had no clarinet. We only had clarinets and flutes and saxophones, and just to see how far they've come. This next song, Appalachian Morning, is actually going to feature Kate on the clarinet. There's a bunch of clarinet solos in here as you listen to it. I'm kind of stalling so the percussion can get set. So this is Appalachian Morning. So the theme of tonight's concert was something new, and most of the pieces that we've played tonight are pieces that were new to me, and I've enjoyed working with all of them. I think there hasn't been one that I've regretted programming tonight at all. I think they've all been great. This last one has become kind of a theme song for us. We played it with the festival band. We played it with the 7th and 8th grade combined band. We've played this a million times, and not once has this song gotten boring. So this is Robert Smith's The Tempest. Parker 8th grade band. Thank you guys so much for coming out and all you've done to support music and music education in the band program at the Parker Middle School. Have a great summer, and I hope to see you on the 17th, if not at some time before that. Thank you again. Have a great summer.